gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Chondel.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Bury the Booking podcast, wrestling podcast. And guess what? I'm alive. I'm actually here.
Back with us.
Back to the land of the living, so to speak. Been a rough couple weeks, but all's well that ends well, but it ain't completely over. But it's ending well-ish, I guess. So, whatever. We're here. Thank you guys for joining us. We are here we're gonna get into some Full Gear. We're gonna get into some all that hoopla and what was with that. But let's just, without further ado, take it from the top. Let's take it from the WWE side of things, as we are getting ever so close to Survivor Series, which we were going to be talking in great deal coming up soon. But as we head to Survivor Series, everything, of course, is looming around the War Games, the men's and women's War Games matches. But all in all, Monday Night Raw, how did we feel about the show as a whole?
I feel every time with the time changes and things like that, I feel like I'm getting shortchanged.
Yeah, the two hour Raw still feels weird. It still feels weird.
Like, Raw had 3 matches.
Yeah. And there's a lot of trying to...
Yeah, a lot of conversation.
Yeah, a lot of conversation, a lot of trying to set up some things.
So, 4 matches. It was decent. Wasn't really predictable for me. My daughter predicted a lot of stuff that was going on.
Okay.
Especially with the War Game situation. She's like, oh, I know who everybody's partner's going to be.
Okay.
And damn sure called him.
Nice.
No second guessing. She's like, well, this is who's joining. And I'm like, all right.
Hey, she's got a gift.
Yeah. It was decent. It wasn't nothing spectacular.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
We still build into the War Games matches, building to whatever is going to be this big 10-year New Day thing with Woods and Kofi and all that.
And War Games is the 30th.
Yeah, that's next week. Yeah. So our next episode we'll be talking about that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all in all, and then of course you have The Miz and Final Testament, and
yeah, that's a weird.
It's the whole that whole. I don't know.
I don't know where they're going with that.
It's because The Miz and Karrion Kross and the Final Testament don't mesh well.
No,
it don't. It just seems odd.
It seems like he's acting and they're serious.
Yeah.
I know the roles they're playing, but it seems he's a bad actor, and they're trying to be real serious with things.
Right.
So I don't know. It don't fit right with me. Well, I don't like to see The Miz in this type of situation.
True.
It was cool where he was.
Right.
Now you're dealing with Final Testament. I'm like, don't really fit you.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Now, if he was trying to backstab everybody,
then
I'd be like,
ultimately, it's like, you know what? Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
All of this made sense. This was worth it. Yeah. But, I mean, So, while we're on the topic of war games, let's stick with the women's before we get to the men's, because obviously, you know, throughout the course of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, we had the whole drama saga of who's going to be, you know, who's going to be the fifth man for the OG bloodline and who's going to do this and that. We got an answer, and we'll talk about it in a little bit. But the women's war games, how do we feel about the women's war games match and the participants?
I don't know where Io. I didn't really see where Io was fitting in.
Mm-hmm.
But you need her against Candice LeRae.
Okay. Yeah, Candy got that whole Candice, Nia, Tiffany Stratton thing.
You're not going to put Io against any other people.
Io's going to jump off of the
everything.
Cage. Yeah, you know, we know this. Like, you know, Io's going to jump off of something.
You know, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Naomi, that seems to fit.
Mm-hmm.
You know. It's WWE. They put all the black people together. So then when they threw Io in the mix, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, what is this?
Is it going to be Kairi Sane? But I think she's out.
For
an injury. Not 100% sure.
But, I mean, if you're going to get somebody, you might as well get Rhea Ripley.
Which was shocked because, you know, with that type of injury, you're out for a while.
Yeah.
That injury doesn't heal like
Yeah, right. Right.
Because there's no surgery options or anything like that. It just got to do its thing.
Right. And you're going to be in there getting hit.
Well, that's why she came out with the mask on, which is cool. Like, you know, get that face protection. You know, she probably made that choice on her own. She's like, oh, no, I'm good. Is she going to constantly be in pain from that? Yes. Even with the Shield. She get hit the right way, it's going to ring her bell.
Not good. Not good at all.
But, I you know, with Candice LeRae, Tiffy, Liv, Naomi, and Raquel, I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, I don't see them.
Yeah. I don't see them winning war games because unless something happens and it starts the story for Bianca and G to start separating.
Unless there's some type of breakdown, which ultimately would cost them the match.
Yeah,
then I could see that.
But straightforward, I don't see them. I don't see Liv and Raquel Crew winning war games.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's not something I'm like, oh, they're gonna pull through. No, I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't see them. I don't see them winning unless, like you said, unless there's something that, you know, that is a breakdown specifically with Jade and Bianca, because, you know, every now and then, like, they throw in those shots. They're like, oh, you know, you guys are only teaming, you know, they plant those seeds, like, with Liv and everything like that, you know, with the comments that they make about Jade and Bianca. So it's like, it's there. The seeds are planted for...
Oh, wait. Isn't Jade out?
That's it. I'm aware.
Did she get hit? Did she get thrown on the car?
She'll be fine for war games.
Okay. Because somebody randomly took her out.
Yeah. She'll be fine for war games.
That happened this week, right?
Don't give me a line. I just rose from the dead a few days ago.
It was during a tournament match.
Then yes.
Because it was Bianca. Yes, because Chelsea Green won.
Yes.
Yeah, we're talking about another show.
Yeah.
That's what happened on SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown. Right. I mean, we're getting to SmackDown.
Yeah,
anyway,
we'll get there.
But yeah.
My shows mixing together.
I mean, it is what happens when there's around this time and effectively no brand extension or no Raw and SmackDown shows. Yeah, everything gets all mixed up. But yeah, no, I don't see them. I don't see that team winning War Games ultimately. I mean, yeah, Monday Night Raw is continuously, the 2-hour mixed bag that it is. With losing that extra hour, you kind of suffer from a lot of rushed things or a lot of, really quick, sporadic. What the hell's that? Or why? Okay, we did that, but why? And
well, that's like what the LWO and America made. That was confusing. Like, why are y'all beefing now?
oh yeah,
And I'm like,
we need more mixed tag matches.
It's all political. It's all political. They beefing because everybody talking about immigration now and politics and America made. We gotta take care of the Latin. Come on, I see with the they did it for years. They always
There was
mixing real life issues into their storyline. So you got these American made, quote unquote, going against the LWO, even though, and you see how it played out. Crazy thing. Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega together, vicious combo. Vicious combo. I'm watching them two work together like, damn, y'all must have worked together 15, 20 years. That was on sync. Chad Gable and Ivy now look brand new.
Yeah.
They look like they ain't never been in the ring before a day in their life. I get it.
But yeah, no, yeah, me on Monday Night Raw was
Another, before we jump off of Raw, why is Ludwig beefing with Braun?
He trying to.
Gunther ain't say nothing to him about beefing with Braun.
No, but he's trying to make his own way. He's trying to,
I don't
do stuff. You don't like this. You're not liking Ludwig going rogue.
I like Ludwig a lot, but I don't like all this you having attitude problems. And
I mean, he did it with Sheamus. He had his rivalry with Sheamus for a little bit, but you don't
know. I don't like it.
I
don't feel comfortable with it right now.
You need him directly at the side of Gunther.
Cause that's where he belongs. He a henchman. You're not supposed to be out there making decisions on your own. Look what happened to Giovanni. He started thinking for himself. Where Giovanni at?
In backstage segments, just sitting in the back and in passing when Cody Rhodes is walking through the hallway. Speaking of which, let's jump on over to SmackDown. And I mean, SmackDown had it was your mixed bag. It was mostly your Bloodline versus original Bloodline storyline, trying to get to solve the mystery of this fifth person, whether or not there's going to be a fifth man with the OG Bloodline and all this and that. But we also had, before we get into that, we also had Cody Rhodes mixed in, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, and this continuous saga. What'd you think about the promo between Kevin and Cody? Does nothing for you.
How long we been doing this? 14 minutes? Okay, I can say this. Fuck Cody Rhodes at this point in the game.
Okay.
I'm sick of him.
Okay. Tired of it.
I am so tired of him. Done. I swear to God, I wish he never finished this story. Never. This shit is... People love him to death, and I see why they love him. He real presidential out there, shaking hands, kissing babies.
The whole nine. Right.
I get it. But You're not the type of baby face I like.
Okay.
I need my Stone Cold type baby faces.
You don't like the you don't like the let me see, what am I trying to say? The face of the company baby face.
No.
Like
No.
like that guy. Like the flag bearer. You don't
No.
like the flag bearer baby face.
Not him.
Okay.
Not him. Like, I'm sick of hearing, first off, I'm sick of the 15-minute intros. I am so tired. Like, you take so long to get in the ring.
He's got to do the whole thing. He's got to tag fans. He's got to.
I am so tired of it. I can't wait. And the thing is, he's going to have this belt for at least another year or two.
You know, he's right now he's the champion. He is the WWE champion. It is Cody
He's
Rhodes.
going to hold on to it. And I'm just done. I hope Kevin Owens kick him in the face. I do. I pray that he loses to Kevin Owens. That would be perfect. But you know what's going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Randy Orton's going to come out and save the day. That's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Randy's going to come out, save the day, RKO Kevin, pick Cody up off the ground.
Then RKO Cody. And then we're off to
great.
the races for another program.
You got RKO everybody.
Yeah.
He already did it, Nick Aldis. Yeah.
Poor Nick.
Which was shocking. But then I was like, damn, I've been wanting to do that since I've seen you. Like, about time. No. But I'm seeing him wrestle. You got to give Cody Rhodes something to do. Since he's not done with the bloodline stuff. There's nobody else to go after.
Yeah, I mean him and Kevin it's fine for now.
I'm hoping that he once this is done, somebody else tries to go after him for the belt.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
Yeah, well, you know, we'll see. Let's see, SmackDown.
Oh, that LA Knight joint was the best.
Oh.
That was the best 2 minutes of my life. My man Shinsuke Nakamura came back.
Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful.
We haven't talked since Shinsuke returned. We haven't talked about this. I'm excited for that.
I hope.
I mean,
give him the belt.
It would be nice.
Give Shinsuke the belt.
It would be really nice. I don't think it's happening, but it would
for
be.
What? Don't nobody like LA Knight.
It would be really nice.
Don't nobody like his ripped off gimmick.
And you see this shirt?
Stupid.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Dumb.
That's
dumb.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Shinsuke came out professional, clean, did work.
I was gonna say, ready to do some work, which he accomplished.
I like Shinsuke. This is why I like him. There's no reason for him to be attacking nobody,
but
he does it.
But here we are.
No conversation. Nothing.
No, yeah. What do you need that for?
Just keep it going. Get that belt. Have a Japanese man, the United States champion. Perfect.
Yeah, no, that would be great.
He would be a better belt holder than LA Knight.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty entertaining.
What else happened on Raw? I mean SmackDown.
Yeah, I mean
just the end of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say nothing. No, let's just jump into it, and the bloodline. Of course, every other week it's like Solo's like, I'm gonna need Roman to acknowledge me. I won't be out here until he acknowledges me, and then we the same thing happens every week or every other week. He comes out and spoiler, he doesn't acknowledge him. But this week is a little bit different, of course. you know, they don't know where they're going to come up with a fifth man. Roman's like, well, we don't need one. You know, this we all we got, we all we need. We go in there, we die, we die. That type of thing.
He out of his mind.
And then we get the return of Paul Heyman. We get the return of the wise man. We get Paul Heyman didn't just come out just to, to return and be like, oh, I'm back. He also came bearing gifts for the OG bloodline in the form of their fifth member for War Games. And the fifth member being that of CM Punk.
My daughter called that weeks ago.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, it's going to be Seth. He going to go because of Bronson. She's like, no, it's going to be CM Punk. I like, all right, if you say so.
Hey.
Then when he came out, she just looked at me. Like, dumbass, told you.
I'll tell you, she's got a gift.
Yeah.
But,
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I mean, of course, CM Punk and Paul Heyman, the history there with, essentially CM Punk when his run as a WWE champion and Paul Heyman at his side, that whole thing there. So that all works. That all comes, that fits, that works. And then
but
Roman
CM Punk
being
gonna get injured.
He might get injured.
Get injured.
He'll get injured before.
Like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
Every time he gets in the ring, he gets hurt.
Yeah, true. War Games is not the match where you just go in and, just do some things. I mean, maybe he does go in there and do a couple of things and he'll be fine. Who knows?
Well, you saw what happened to the Tonga boy.
Well,
split his lip open, had to get stitches.
Yeah, wow.
Tonga Loa or Leah Tonga. I don't know.
Tonga Loa.
Yeah. One of them had to get their lips sewed up after the little brawl. Because somebody caught him.
But yeah, so, I mean, all in all, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about this 5-on-5 now? We got Bronson Reed and CM Punk essentially filling in the gaps for the OG bloodline and the new bloodline, respectfully.
I'm cool with it. I thought they was gonna bring new Samoans in. Not right. That's not how to say that. Family members.
Yeah, I mean, there was, there a lot of people were like, oh well, maybe this is a good chance for,
That's what I thought they were gonna do.
Right.
But this makes for a better show. You got people there on the OG bloodline. You got people that everybody loves.
Mm-hmm.
Going against people that everybody hate.
Right. And then, you got that dynamic, too, with CM Punk and Roman, where it's, over Paul Heyman, where it's like, all right, well, thanks, Paul, for, bringing in somebody for us. But it's like, here's this guy. And
well, after War Games, you're not going to see Roman anymore. You're not. He's out.
He wins, and maybe they do something with the Rumble, but I don't know. It's too early.
We'll get too much Roman.
Yeah. Well, after Survivor Series, then we'll speculate Rumble stuff. But
yeah, but it's too much. It's too much Roman.
Yeah.
I don't need to see you this much. You were better when I didn't see you. And I can't talk I refuse to talk trash about a cancer survivor. That's the only reason why I have not gone off on this guy. The only there's things ruined that I'm not going to bring myself to say.
So some things about Roman you don't like.
Yeah. Just, you get a pass because you're a cancer survivor, and I respect that.
Fair enough.
But let something change.
So yeah, we got we got our War Games match now. We have our 5-on-5.
6 days away.
6 days away. We'll be definitely talking about that and talking about the results and the fallout of that.
Is it a 6 p.m. show?
Yeah.
I think it's 6.
The pay-per-view itself might be 7.
Okay.
I believe.
All right.
Yeah. Or the PLE, whatever you call it.
Gotta make sure I get a nap beforehand.
So speaking of events, speaking of pay-per-views, PLEs, those things and results and fallout, let's talk about AEW Full Gear, which took place last night as we record on Sunday. So Full Gear, all in all, how did we feel? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle?
Oh, gosh. If I'm looking at a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Okay. That's fair.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5. There were some
fair.
things that occurred that bored the hell out of me. Well, the wrestling's great. That's just not
show was
debatable.
Good. No, not at all.
But some of the shit, like I didn't even see 0 Hour.
I rarely ever watch 0 Hour anymore. I
didn't see 0 Hour, but I think that the Big Show came out for some reason. I don't know why, but I didn't even look into it. I was like, I don't care enough.
Yeah, whatever.
If it wasn't for, like, I really only watched Full Gear for the Jon Moxley stuff.
Okay.
That was pretty much what I was wanted to see.
That's it. That was worth your
that was worth my 4 hours
of admission. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was I disappointed? Yes. I was.
Okay.
But
I can totally see that.
Like, what is it? What was the first match?
First match on the main card, we had the AEW World Tag Team Championship match. We had Private Party versus The Acclaimed versus Kings of Black Throne, Malachi Black and Brody King, and the Outrunners.
Is that what we call them now, or can we just keep calling them House of Black?
The team of Brody King and Malachi are the Kings of the Black Throne. Like those two.
No, I'm just calling them House of Black.
They represent House of Black, but those two are the...
That's too confusing. I'm going to just keep calling them House of Black.
Fair enough. I know it was funny. I know New Day for a while when there was Woods, Big E, and Kofi. They had names for depending on who was teaming with who. I think like Kofi and Xavier were like New Day Turbo, and then like if it was like Woods if it was like Kofi and Big E, they were called something else, and it was just something that they did as a gag for themselves.
Oh, okay, all right. You're trying to be comical. Cool.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like I'm not doing all that extra name ripping and roaring and flopping around. You're the House of Black.
How do we feel about this opening match?
I didn't want the Acclaim to win.
I didn't want the Outrunners to win. I don't get it with the Outrunners. I could care less. I could care less. I'm not over the moon about them like everybody else is.
They're supposed to be like the old school.
I get it.
Wrestlers.
Yeah, I get it. I don't care.
No.
Yeah, it's just not for they're not my cup of tea.
I thought House of Black was going to get it.
I would have liked that, but it's way too soon to be Private Party here when they just won the tag team titles. So I was hoping very much so that Private Party did hang on to the tag team championships, which they did. The match was okay for what it was. But yeah, like the outcome was the desired for me, which was Private Party retaining the tag team championships. It wasn't, whatever. Next up we had Roderick Strong versus MJF.
I thought that it was a good wrestling match.
Yeah, the match was fine.
I wanted Roderick Strong to win.
We know damn well Roderick Strong wasn't beating MJF.
No, of course. Not at all. But, they had to, we'll see what happens, what they're going to do with MJF. If he's going to focus on one storyline or be part of multiple storylines and exhaust himself again.
Again, right.
Stay beefing with Roger Strong's crew.
I mean, ultimately we're gonna have to get to the Adam Cole, MJF stuff. But let's talk about this too, with the whole convoluted Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly stuff. Because Kyle O'Reilly's in the conglomeration with Mark Briscoe and all this other stuff, and like you for somebody who didn't want to hang out with like your real friends, you really seem invested in what's going on right now, Kyle, and you kind of like muddy in the waters. Because bro, what are you doing?
I don't think he knows.
I don't think AEW knows. Because it's like...
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think AEW just gives him something at the beginning of when he shows up, like, hey, we think you should try this. And
so it's like,
all right.
So MJF essentially goes to, finish off Roderick Strong. And Adam Cole comes out. Of course, Adam Cole, Mike Bennett, and all. And Kyle O'Reilly comes out. Kyle essentially blames Adam Cole for everything that's going on with Roderick Strong getting beat and beat up. And I'm just like, dude, what is happening?
Yeah.
I'm very, very confused as to what's going on right now with all that. But I don't know. We'll see. Like I said,
there's a lot of cross stuff going on in this in AEW.
A lot. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Everybody and everybody else's business. This is what John Moxley was saying and talking about.
Yeah, and it should be a lot more simplistic than this.
Yeah,
especially for for like AEW is confusing in itself, and then week after week they just find new ways to confuse people. So it's, I don't know. Next up,
they use a soap opera trope. Like when you watch like Young and the Restless and Guiding Light, they'll give you a storyline, and then the next episode, it's like 20 years later. And that's what they do in AEW. They give you something, and then the next episode, it's done in advance to a point where like, was I in a coma?
Yeah. You're like, why is this happening right now?
Yeah. So
why is this person doing this right now? That's very true. They do that. Next up was the TBS Championship match, Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander. How did we feel about this?
For long.
Yeah, in my opinion,
gave him time.
Yeah, they definitely gave him time. And in my opinion, Mercedes Moné's best match in AEW.
Yes.
To date.
Yes.
Her and Chris Statlander did have a very, very good match. I actually really enjoyed this one.
I still don't think Mercedes Moné is worth the money they paying her, but this has bumped her up a lot. This was we need to see more of this.
Yeah, we need to see more matches, yes, like this, because this was hey, maybe more matches with Chris Statlander, because this was really good.
Yeah, very well.
Yeah. Ultimately, I mean, I didn't foresee Mercedes Moné losing the TBS Championship here, which she did
not right now.
Yeah, no, not right now. But all in all, good match. Really, really good.
And
match.
I like how they build up to this. I did. I watching AEW, I enjoyed the tension that they showed building up to this match.
Yeah, this was one of the matches where, like, they even though the segments weren't long, some of them they gave you something each week to get you to get you there, to get you to the match. So yeah, Mercedes Moné retained obviously the TBS championship. And next up we had Hangman Adam Page versus Jay White.
I actually like this match.
This was a good match.
But I like Hangman Page more than Jay White.
Okay. I'm a Jay White guy, so.
I just like Hangman Page being out of his mind.
Just
like when you look at him, you know when something snapped.
Mm-hmm.
Like he can pull that. He can make that switch. You can see that light go out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, he about to do something stupid. So that's why I like Hangman a lot.
Yeah, he's unhinged.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yeah.
But it was an exciting match,
Yeah, really. Yeah, I really enjoyed this match. I knew I would. I mean, it's Hangman. It's Jay White. Yeah. The match that they had not too long ago was really, really good. I was surprised. I had Hangman winning this.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, I mean, I just.
I picked Jay White.
I wanted Jay White, but I'm like, all right, Jay White beat him already. They had the whole thing.
This is 5.
So, but Jay White, thank you, AEW. Keep getting some more wins under Jay White's belt. Please. Yeah. Please.
I felt as though you weren't going to let Hangman win because giving him victories, he loses that fire.
Okay. Yeah. It keeps him.
Yeah. Keeps him motivated. Keeps him going.
Keeps him crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, I can see it. You lost to Jay White for like the 5th time. Now it's personal. Now it's time to get personal. Now it's time to go kidnap your dog.
Right. Yeah. Now we're gonna get crazy, Hangman.
Exactly. Push your grandma down some steps. This is the Hangman I need to see. Burning down homes and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I mean, and obviously it's not over because what happened after the match with Hangman, going up the ramp on Jay White and all this. But I mean, hey, sign me up. These two have excellent matches together. These two are always good. So yes, I'm down. Next up, we had Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay.
To be honest with you, I wasn't that impressed.
Okay.
I think my expectations was too high for these two guys.
Okay.
I do. I feel though my expectation was too high. Because when I saw the names, I'm like, oh, it's some things about to happen. Did things happen? Yes. But yeah, that was my only problem with this match. My expectation was too high.
Okay.
Way too high.
I mean, this, for me, I always knew like Kyle Fletcher is awesome. Kyle Fletcher is outstanding. And it showed too in this match. Also with Ospreay. Ospreay's gonna have a good match with anybody. Like it's Will Ospreay. But him and Kyle Fletcher did, in my opinion, they had a really, really good match. I like the fact that Kyle Fletcher won.
Yeah.
I feel like, that works. It doesn't, the loss does not hurt Will Ospreay in the least at all. Does nothing to hurt him. But it does everything for Kyle Fletcher in terms of, in terms of raising the stock, so to speak. Hopefully, if AEW ever gets good at building people up that they give wins to.
Nope.
That remains to be seen. But it would work wonders in a perfect world for Kyle Fletcher. And hopefully we do something with that. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed that match. Obviously this isn't over between Kyle and Will Ospreay. Obviously it isn't over between anybody in any of these matches on Full Gear. It seems like
everything's just continuation. This is just another episode.
Yep, just another episode. So
That's
we kind of know what Dynamite's going to be looking like. Next up, we had the
ceremony.
We had the champagne celebration.
That was stupid.
Mina Shirakawa and Mariah May. I mean,
is this what we all saw? Well, let me rephrase that. I knew that Mina and Maria were going to turn.
Yeah.
I assumed that Mina was going to turn on Mariah, not Mariah on Marina.
I don't know. I kind of figured it was going to be Mariah turn on Mina, because Mina is just, everyone loves Mina. So and Mariah is like the mean girl. So
why did we have to do it this way?
I don't know.
This was so cheesy.
Yeah. This could have been on Dynamite. Like, this felt like a Dynamite segment. Like, it didn't need to be
on something you paid for.
Yeah, it didn't need to be on this show.
But is she gonna lose that title? Is Mina gonna get the title? Might as well.
I mean, people love Mina Shirakawa, so I would say yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say yes, but
and then you got Julia Hart coming back, so you got somebody for them two to beef with.
Yeah.
Mina.
Or Julia Hart comes back for the TBS title with Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna give it to her. I don't think she's gonna. I think Mercedes is gonna ride this belt for a long time. I don't think they're just gonna give it. Like, I like Julia Hart more than like Mercedes because I know more of Julia Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've seen Mercedes' back catalog on things like that, but I gotta judge her on what I see her on AEW.
Right? Yeah. Right. Current AEW product. Yeah.
And from what I'm seeing, how they pushing her like this, I think that Mercedes is going to be holding that belt for a hot minute.
Yeah.
For a hot minute.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I didn't think we needed this.
No.
Next up, we had the AEW TNT Championship match between Jack Perry and Daniel Garcia.
I'm not interested in Jack Perry.
Me neither. I still don't care. I say this all the time on the podcast. I don't care. I don't care about Jack Perry.
And that's what took as a Daniel Garcia fan, seeing Jack Perry, that's what took me out of the match.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't care. Like, it's just there's nothing about Jack Perry that I give a shit about.
When he's getting handcuffed and tortured and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
But most of the time, like,
I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy with the result of this match.
Yeah.
Daniel Garcia is your new TNT champion.
TNT champion.
Again, the match itself, it's a Jack Perry match. I didn't care. Love Daniel Garcia, but
yeah, Jack Perry's up there with Jericho.
Okay, I mean, hey, look, you're getting an argument out of me. I don't. Yeah, like I said, I do not care about Jack Perry at all. Like, it's just me personally. I just, sorry if people do. I don't.
Yeah.
So moving right along, Daniel Garcia is your new TNT champion. Next up, for one of the other 1,500 championships that AEW has under its umbrella, the AEW International Championship match, Konosuke Takeshita versus Ricochet.
I don't even know why Ricochet was there. You knew Ricochet wasn't winning this.
Nah, not with Takeshita. You can't take the steam off Takeshita right now.
No.
I mean, Ricochet, Ricochet's hot. Ricochet's the baby face. He's all this and that.
Yeah.
It doesn't, the loss doesn't really hurt him, really, either.
And all he got to do is put the mask on and wrestle his hologram again, and everything's fine.
Take some alcohol pads, wipe off those tattoos.
Yeah, wipe off the tattoos. But
put the mask on, do some hologram stuff.
I actually thought the match was cool.
Yes, it was a good match. I really enjoyed the match.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah. And dude, man, Takeshita just, I love this dude, man. Like he is so good.
And I'm liking the fact, I'm glad Ricochet went to AEW. I am. He is doing so much better.
Yeah, matches AEW. Yeah.
WWE, he was trash to me.
Yeah, I remember
AEW, it's like the world has opened up. I'm seeing him do things, take bigger risks, and I'm like,
yeah, it's opened up. Like he can do more. He can, he can be a little more free with things that he's doing, and things that he can do. So
yeah. So okay, but I'm glad he didn't win.
Yeah,
he don't need any belts.
Next up, we had Swerve Strickland versus Bobby Lashley.
This was the most. Swerve is, to my opinion, is better than Bobby Lashley.
Okay.
So,
athletic wise, or just
in the ring performance.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. Swerve is better. I will give you that.
This wasn't Swerve's type of match.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley is more of a presence, more of a powerhouse, more of a. He's not a. Of course he has the speed. He's got all that, but as an all around, total package guy, it would be Swerve as opposed to Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, but this wasn't Swerve types of match. There was no staplers. There was nothing involved. Like, and I think that's why Swerve lost, because he ain't had the tools of the trade that he needed. There wasn't no blood being drawn.
Yeah, and straight up, I like how this was for Lashley. I like how Lashley, ultimately was able to showcase what he can do against a former champion like Swerve Strickland, against a person that people love like Swerve, and was able to do what he did to Swerve, and get the hurt lock in there and put him out, lay him down.
But Swerve goes out like that a lot. He taps out or gets choked out, passed out a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than tapping out.
Yeah, he go to sleep in a ring all the time. Like, who gave this man an Ambien? We still trying to wrestle.
Well, but this time Bobby Lashley was his drug of choice.
And then when they did the Nana.
Oh yeah, with Shelton Benjamin and all that. Yeah,
I was like, damn, he lasted longer than he should have.
Hey, look, man, not tough. Saw that coffee drinking.
Yeah.
All that Nana coffee. But yeah, so I really hope that we continue to keep steam under the Hurt Syndicate with Lashley and MVP and Benjamin. Like I really need to see them take this as far as it could possibly go. Even with maybe bringing in new members, maybe with the Dissension, with the Acclaimed, and all the other stuff that they were playing into earlier on in the night, with MVP giving out cards, over the course of weeks since he's been in and doing things like that. Like, I want to see the Hurt Syndicate expand and grow and become this force. Like, I do. I really would like to see if any of that can be possible with AEW.
Put them against John Moxley crew.
Yeah. At some point it could be, one of those things where
two giant factions just going at each other.
Yeah. I would not be mad at that at all. But it brings us to this. Brings us to the AEW World Heavyweight Championship match. Jon Moxley versus Orange Cassidy.
Good match, my opinion. But this is what I wanted to see. And I know I saw online a lot of people are like, oh, it's too much. There was too much going on. No. this is the level of chaos that AEW needs. Jon Moxley versus Orange Cassidy, and then random people who start coming out doing things.
Yeah.
Like,
there was a lot going on.
So much. But I was following all of it. You know. And it was fun. It was fun up until the very end with Darby.
Okay.
This is what I expected all of the show to be.
Chaos. Chaos.
This is how they built up this whole Jon Moxley thing. I thought that he was going to come to Full Gear and fuck everybody matches up. That's what I assumed. That's how I felt. You know, from the gate, just come in and just start wrecking stuff, causing people belts, causing people championships, you know, attacking everybody.
Right.
But we didn't get that. And I understand why. That's if I was writing this. If I was writing this, there would be DQs through this whole show. People getting, you think Swerve got put in a hurt locker, I'd have had somebody come out, put Bobby in a hurt locker. Bobby flipping people through tables, through walls. I'd have had Ricochet. First off, Takeshita and Ricochet should have been a cage match, and I'd have had Ricochet triple backflip off a hit Wheeler Uter. Like, I would have just ran this thing to the ground. This thing would have been crazy. And giving me this last little bit, you know, you had Hangman come running out, then Christian Cage come running out. You had Willow out there.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of people.
And what it does, it also builds up little issues. Now, is Willow going to start attacking? What's her name?
Marina Shafir.
Is she going to start going after her? That'd be cool. Give Willow something to do. You know, what is Christian Cage up to? What is this going through his brain?
Still walking around with that contract. So
you know, now, hey man, why you here? Why you show up? Ain't no clue. The conglomerate come out at the beginning of the match.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot going on.
Didn't see Briscoe.
No, I was like,
he wasn't in. Huh. That's who I was looking for. I'm like, I'm thinking he gonna come down. And then when I didn't see they leaving, I'm like, wait, where the fuck is Darby? Is he gonna bust through the crowd? Is he gonna jump off or something?
Yeah, where's Darby coming from?
You know, I like I said, this for me, this was worth the 4-hour watch.
All the chaotic.
This is perfect for me. And every time something like this happens on AEW, this is the best part of the show for me. I don't want structure.
You don't care about that.
Not on my AEW. You giving me great wrestling in the ring, fine, do that. But when it comes to stories, I need shenanigans.
You just need a bunch of crazy stuff happening.
Love it. Best part of this whole program. And the last PLA pay-per-view was saying when he had things was going crazy.
Yeah.
But I wish they would have given more Jon Moxley and his crew during the show.
Okay.
It felt real watered down. Like how he was talking and, you know, about AEW. I'm thinking, you know, are you taking control over something? Are you what? You fought Orange Cassidy, your crew came out, there was some things happened, your vehicle got smashed. That wasn't enough for me.
Okay.
You stole keys to a car, the car was already on. I noticed that.
Yeah.
The car was already running. Mm-hmm. Can't steal cars to a car that's already running.
No, but yeah.
And nobody jumped in the driver's seat. Let me be out. Nobody jumped in the driver's seat.
Yeah, no.
And they pulled off. But I'm okay with these little mistakes.
Yeah, you're going to get them, yeah.
I'm cool with that. But I wanted more shenanigans through this entire show.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, all in all, Jon Moxley does retain here, obviously. I mean, there was no way that Orange Cassidy was, especially with whatever's going on with Moxley and, and the Death Riders and all that.
Mm-hmm.
There was no way that they're going to do a title change here and then Moxley was going to lose the AEW Championship to Orange Cassidy. But yeah, no, there was a lot going on. And I mean, we'll see. Clearly, there's a lot more questions than answers. Always with when you watch an AEW pay-per-view, there's always a lot more questions.
Yeah, just give me if you're gonna go this route. Like, I know Tony Khan is a fan of wrestling. I know he's a fan of old school WWF and all that other stuff. You know what you need to do.
And ECW, because he's been running November Rain like crazy.
You know what needs to be done. You know what the fans want. You had Jersey. I've never seen you sell out a crowd like that. Jersey was they stadium that show was packed.
It's been a while. It's been a while since AEW looked like that, yeah.
Packed. So you know your audience. You know your audience. Give it to them.
Uh-huh.
East Coast would show you so much love. Look how they showed out when WWE went to the old 2400.
Oh, 2300.
2300.
Yeah.
You know we're going to show you to give us what we want. You ain't got to be ECW, but you got to be ECW. You got to. Yeah. You got to bring that back. And I swear to, and I feel as though that would take AEW to a level that they've never been to. Stop trying to be all, stop trying to follow that WWE format. Get back to the old school route. You got wrestlers who are there who can do it.
Yeah.
I
agree.
Show more love to your women's division.
Yeah.
And your product, I guarantee their product would dominate WWE. I guarantee. It'll be another wrestling war. It wouldn't be another wrestling war if they you know what? We going full ECW. Let these guys do their job. Do you really think Chris Jericho wants to be like this? I've seen him. I've heard him on shows and podcasts and stuff like that. A man got a little fire under his belt.
Mm-hmm.
You think he want to play this clown?
I mean,
no, I don't think so. I don't think he want to be this clown.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's a little fight in Jericho, but they're not letting him. They're not giving it to him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of freedom. He got a lot of freedom.
Then he messing up. Somebody directed him wrong.
He got a lot of freedom.
Or we take that freedom away.
I would be okay with that part of it. But I mean, Tony in himself is,
yeah.
But whatever. We're here. We're going to be crying about it next week, of course.
Of course.
That's going to do it for us for the Buried in Booking podcast. Please like, share, follow, subscribe. I want to thank you for joining us. Follow us on all the socials. And we'll be back. We'll be talking some Survivor Series. We'll be talking some War Games and all that old good stuff next time on the Buried in Booking podcast. Later.